Hey guys, I know it's been a long time and that's actually why I'm making this video. It's actually taken me a while to get up the courage to make this video. A lot's been going on and so yeah. So where have I been? So I I'm gonna be completely honest, I fell off the bandwagon pretty hard. Um, Back couple weeks after I made my last video that was posted, and I honestly can't even remember when that was, last year sometime. I actually lost a really good friend, and that was really hard on me. And I started binge eating again, and I started getting back into my unhealthy habits because I just kind of like lost it a little bit, and just didn't really know how to cope without food, which is one of the biggest things that I've been trying to learn to do. So that was a little tough. So that kind of kick-started my getting back into bad habits, and next thing I knew, I was eating like crap again. I was eating nothing but like hot Cheetos all day, or I would eat like a brownie for breakfast and then like hot Cheetos for lunch, and then dinner I would just eat whatever my parents made, which 9 times out of 10 would end up being like fast food, because it's cheap, it's easy, it's on the way home from my parents' work and everything. So all of that ended up leading me to gain almost 10 pounds. When I first originally started my journey, I was weighing in at 260, I think. And by the end of my falling off, I was at like almost 270. And I was feeling like crap. I was getting migraines every single day. Didn't matter what I do, didn't matter what I ate, didn't matter how much water I drank. I was getting migraines to the point where my right eye would actually very slowly go from the outsides in, would black out like that. And it was terrifying because I never knew if it was going to happen while I was driving, or if it was going to happen and I was not going to be able to get better in time to like make sure my daughter didn't hurt herself and everything. And so it got really bad. I was feeling horrible. I slept like crap. I was eating like crap. I just felt horrible. My entire body, 9 times out of 10, felt horrible. Like I was always achy. My body was always sore. I always felt like, kind of like when you have like the flu, like how your whole body just hurts and you feel like you've been hit by a bus. That is exactly how I was feeling every single day. And it took me forever to actually then go to the doctor to figure out, okay, is the migraine thing more than just me eating like crap? And so I went, and the doctor didn't even spend 5 minutes with me. He was just like, you have tension headaches, and unfortunately, because you're still breastfeeding your daughter, I can't give you anything for your migraines. So here's medicine to help you sleep, and hopefully that'll help. And yeah, bye. That's basically all the doctor's appointment was. And so I started taking the medicine, and it was great, except then I got very, very dependent on the medicine helping me sleep. And I didn't like the fact that I had to depend on basically a drug to help me go to sleep. I was like, I want to be able to sleep naturally and go to sleep and have a good night's sleep naturally. I don't want to have to depend on pills to help me sleep, which then led me to start looking into, my mom's friend had done the Whole30 diet, which I know a lot of people are like, oh, fad yo-yo diets, yeah, whatever. So I looked into that, and you know what? I was like, you know what? This would be really good to figure out what exactly it is that I'm eating, which I knew was pretty much everything that I was currently eating, that's causing my migraines, causing me to feel this way, causing me to like barely be able to make it through a 5-hour shift at work without feeling like I was going to die. And so I decided to do that, and I actually just finished the diet few days ago. I'm on like the second reintroduction. I've gone through 2 of the reintroduction stuff. So I feel great now. Well, I'll get more onto that later. But after I finished the diet, I felt amazing. I was more active. Like I actually was wanting to go out and walk and exercise and like go walk to the park with my daughter and play on the playground for a little bit and then walk home, or actually instead of driving to pick up my sisters from school, go walk to get them. And I'm feeling so much better now, and it's starting from week 2 of being on the Whole30. My migraines went away. I had no I still get headaches every once in a while, but they're just like headaches. They're not horrible, like knock me on off my ass for 3 hours migraines where I couldn't see out of my right eye. I had light and sound sensitivity. I basically had to shut myself away from my entire life for like 3 hours or more, depending on how bad the headache was or the migraine was. But yeah, I feel amazing. I've noticed, like, I mean, I have a couple breakouts right now, and that's just because I just forgot to take my makeup off the other night, so there's that. But I used to have a lot of breakouts right here around my mouth and up here and along my jaw lines, and like I have one here, but again, that's from makeup and stuff, but it had been bad because of all of the crap I was eating, and it's completely like I don't really have that bad of a breakouts anymore. My face, I can tell, is like a tiny bit thinner. And so yeah, so in my entire whole thing, and I was dumb and forgot to take measurements other than my weight beforehand. So like I had measurements back from like January for like my waist, like around the fattest part of my stomach, and I want to say that was like 50 some odd inches around there. And then I measured my stomach again, which I'm sure it probably actually got a lot bigger after January, because like January was like just about to get to the height of how bad things got. So it was like 50 some odd inches during January, and then I measured it after the Whole30 was done, and I want to say I was at like 47 inches. So I lost like a good 2-3 inches off my stomach, which is amazing. But more importantly, my non-scale victories, I need to buy new work pants because my pants are falling off my ass now. They are so big on me. And then I had a couple, so before I started this, I was in like a 22, almost had to go into a 24 because I got so big and my pants just would not fit. Like they were so tight on me. And now my 22s are falling off my butt. I had a few 22 pants that I actually couldn't fit in anymore because they were different. They were a different brand from the rest of them. And those ones actually fit me comfortably now. And I know I've noticed that I'll start the beginning of the day and they'll fit perfectly. And by the end of the day, they're falling off my butt because, you know, throughout the day they stretch and everything. So I actually have to get new pants, which is amazing. My shirts fit better. Like I don't have as much muffin top anymore, which is, I mean, I know goes in correlation to the pants. But I also, like, I can tell that I've lost weight. And in that with the Whole30, in those 30 days, I actually went from being 259 pounds, 0.8, like 259.8 pounds, I think. Yeah, 259.8 pounds. And then day 31, after I wrote down all of my non-scale victories, measured my stomach and everything, I finally got on the scale. And I'm actually down to 247.4, which is great, which means I actually lost 12.4 pounds in just 30 days, which is way more than I expected to. I expected, because halfway through I was noticing that, hey, my face does look thinner and my pants are fitting better. I look a lot healthier. I was thinking, okay, maybe like 10 pounds at the most, because that's all I've ever been able to lose in like a month. Like, the most I've ever been able to lose is 10 pounds with diet and exercise. And I did the whole 30, and I barely even exercised. I think I walked consistently for like the last week. But for the first 3 weeks, I was just, the detoxing made me, I was not wanting to go out and do anything. I was just wanting to sit in the house and just relax and let my body rest. So just with the diet alone, and then that last week of consistently walking for at least like 20-30 minutes, I lost 12, almost 12 and a half pounds, which is amazing. So now we're going to get to my, how I'm actually feeling currently. And I'm going to be honest, currently I feel like crap, because I was not even, by the end of this whole 30 diet, I wasn't craving anything that I took out of the diet, except for this one salad that I get at Outback Steakhouse. It is a, like a blue cheese wedge salad thing, and it has this delicious like balsamic blue cheese dressing on there. So good. So that's really the only thing I've been like really actually genuinely craving. But like my sister had did the Whole 30 with me, just because she's been having some like physical problems, and they've gone away, which is great. But she wanted to start with bread because she's a teenager and she can't live without bread. So we started with like gluten, grains, and everything. And I literally just ended up eating like a piece of toast in the morning with my eggs, and just kind of used the toast to kind of sop up like the yolk from the eggs. And that was great, whatever, it's bread. Like, I thought that bread was going to be the hardest thing for me to give up, and it was actually the easiest. And then that night, I didn't crave any bread throughout the day. So for my lunch, I didn't even eat any bread. I just had like leftovers from Chipotle the night before, which was just like a bowl with lettuce, meat, salsa, pico, and like vegetables. So I just ate that for lunch. And then, for dinner, my sister made bow tie pasta with like spaghetti sauce, which was a Whole30 compliant spaghetti sauce. So we just kind of, because we had leftover, we had some leftover from like the zoodles and stuff that we made. So she made that, and then there was just like bread to help soak it up. It wasn't even like garlic or anything. It was just like plain bread. And then we had breaded chicken, which the breaded chicken, oh my God, tasted like heaven. I didn't realize how much I missed breaded chicken. But other than that, I didn't really eat any bread the first like reintroduction day. And so it was just kind of like, I felt fine the next day. Like, I didn't have any negative side effects. Maybe I didn't eat enough bread. I don't know. So then we did that, and then we did the in-betweens of going back to the Whole30, and then we reintroduced dairy, because that was the next, she wanted cheese. So that was the next thing, and that's what we did yesterday. And oh boy, I made the mistake. My sister had her end of the season softball party last night, my youngest sister, which was at a bowling alley. So of course my older sister, who did the older of the two youngers, I should say, who did the Whole30 with me, she wanted pizza. So we got a Meat Lover's pizza, and that was fine. It was very greasy, so I just ended up blotting off a lot of the grease with like a napkin. I got a lot of crap for it from my mom. That's the best part, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, but you're not risking gaining back everything you just lost in a month. So I ended up blotting up the pizza. I ended up giving most of the crust to my daughter because she's not really wanting the crust. Like, I didn't want that much bread. And that was fine, except I made the mistake of, you know what, I want carbonation. But of course, I forgot to bring like a sparkling water with me, which is what I've been drinking. Because I don't really miss the sugar, which was the hardest thing for me to give up, to be honest. And I don't miss it at all. So I was like, okay, so this one's going to have the least amount of sugar. So I got like a Sierra Mist, which was like, it still has a lot of sugar in it, but it wasn't as bad. Like, it was the only clear soda they had. The rest of it was like Dr. Pepper, Diet Coke, Pepsi, or like Diet Pepsi, regular Pepsi, like all of the dark drinks. And I was like, I don't want those because that's going to be a lot of sugar. And I literally could not even finish this cup. It was probably like a 16-ounce styrofoam cup of Sprite. I probably drank like a quarter, maybe half of it, and I felt like I was going to throw up because it literally just tasted like someone poured like syrup down my throat and then chased it with like carbonation. It was disgusting. I never thought I would hate soda, and I cannot stand. Oh my God, it was the most disgusting thing I have ever had in my entire life. Just because I went 30 days without sugar, which is amazing because I actually really, really like the sparkling waters, which is like just with the fruit flavors and stuff, because, you know, I miss the carbonation. I don't miss the like actual sugar that's in the soda. So because of that, I am actually feeling like crap today. So I'm very hardcore, like, back on Whole30 to kind of flush it back out, get the crap out of me again. The pizza was fine, the cheese was fine. Like, I felt fine with those. It wasn't until I drank the soda that I started feeling like crap. So I know for a fact it was the sugar in the soda that's making me feel this way and not like the cheese and stuff. I mean, I'll probably have another go around just to make sure it wasn't the cheese. But I want to detox this out, like the soda out of my body first before I do that again. So yeah, so now I am solidly back on the wagon. This Whole30 has given me like such a motivation boost, just seeing how much weight I lost, even though I know that's not the whole, like the point of the Whole30. The point of the Whole30 is to reanalyze your relationship with food and to kind of like create that love for healthy whole foods, which I've always had. I just, again, we're a family of 7 with including my daughter, so 6 plus my daughter. So we're a family of 7, so sometimes it's just easier to just pick up food on the way home. But now that I've done the Whole30, my whole family is just like, we should cook more often, all of this. And so I'm very looking forward to all of the cooking at home and like actually cooking healthy food, more fruits, more veggies, like more balanced meals other than just like Del Taco or Carl's Jr. or In-N-Out or whatever. Like whatever we just is on the way, or like getting pizza like twice a week. Pizza's great. I love pizza. I don't think I'll ever get rid of pizza. But from what I learned from this is that, you know what? Everything I took out, I don't miss as much as I thought I was going to. And so, like, with the bread, I like bread. I don't think I will ever realistically be able to not eat bread, like to completely take it out of my diet for the rest of my life. But I found that I don't like eating as much bread as I thought I did. Like, pasta's great, but even then I only got like one little like scoop, which is probably like a cup worth of pasta. And so yeah, I've just learned that, you know what, these things are great, and I haven't really had any negative reactions other than drinking the soda and making me feel like death today. So it's just like I have learned that, you know what, these things are fine for me, but in moderation. I need to like just focus on, okay, you know what? Yes, if I'm really, 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 really craving like cheese or like bread, then yeah, I'll have a little bit. But I've learned that it's better to just have a little bit and just satisfy that craving just enough than porking out on an entire bag of hot Cheetos or porking out on an entire bag of tortilla chips and salsa or potato chips or just all of this junk that I used to eat on a daily basis. So that's nice. So I'm actually feeling a whole lot better. I'm very excited again about this journey. I'm very motivated now after seeing all of the effects on this, and I'm like now trying to just get through the reintroduction process to see, okay, the sugar is definitely part of the headaches because I have a horrible headache today just from drinking maybe half of a 16-ounce cup of soda. So like 8 ounces of soda, if that. So there's that. And then now I'm just trying to figure out what's going to work best for me, like calorie wise. Do I want to count calories? If so, how many calories realistically am I going to be able to eat in a day while still losing weight without depriving my body of the calories I need because my daughter is still breastfeeding? Or do I not want to count calories and just be very, very aware of what I'm eating and know that if I don't count calories, I run the risk of gaining weight because I'm eating as much as I want to satisfy my body without knowing how much I'm actually eating, and if the burning off of the calories is like creating the deficit that I need to lose weight. So that's just what I'm doing now. I'm just kind of trying to figure that out and everything. So go ahead and leave me comments. Let me know what's been going on with you guys. Let me know what's been working for you, if calorie counting is working for you, and how you like the system you'd use, or do you guys do the Weight Watchers stuff, or what works best for you guys, and let me know so that I can start like thinking about it, because the counting the calories worked really well for me the first time I lost a lot of weight, but I ultimately ended up falling off the horse again because my parents fell off of the wagon, and so I just kind of followed in suit with them. So the calorie counting works for me. I just have to figure out now that I'm older and I'm a mom and everything, how many calories are going to work best for me for losing weight and everything. But yeah, just go ahead and hit up the comment section. Let me know what works for you guys. Let me know if you guys have done the Whole30 or anything. Let me know what your guys' experiences were. All of that jazz. It's amazing to be back. I'm so sorry I left you guys for so long. But yeah, just it's nice to be back. I feel very good about myself. I'm feeling very healthy. My body feels good, and I'm excited to keep moving forward to ultimately get to my goal. So that's where I've been, guys. Bye.